Have you ever had that feeling, you know the one, where you just feel kind of stuck? Like you're not failing, but you're definitely not soaring either. You're just there. Well, it's a feeling pretty much everyone gets, and today we're going to unpack it using some powerful wisdom from the one and only Les Brown.
So, does this question hit a little close to home? That feeling of just getting by. You're going through the motions, doing what you have to do, but not an ounce more. Your life just feels like it's stuck in neutral. It's a super common feeling, but what Les Brown teaches us is that it's also a dangerously comfortable one. And that comfort, it has a pretty big hidden cost.
So how in the world does this even happen? Well, Les Brown has a name for it, the comfort zone trap. It's this tricky place where being good enough actually becomes the enemy of becoming great. See, it's not some big, loud failure. It's a quiet, creeping sense of, this is fine.
And listen, this isn't just some theory he came up with. This was his actual life. When Les Brown says these words, he's speaking from deep personal experience. He knows exactly what it feels like to be caught in that loop, knowing deep down you're made for more, but just not taking the leap.
He actually breaks it down into this unspoken agreement, which is just brilliant. Think about it. The company you work for, they pay you just enough so you don't quit. And you in return, you work just hard enough so you don't get fired. It's this perfectly balanced, perfectly stable, and completely stagnant system.
He used to ask his audiences, how many of you know people like that? And maybe you do. Maybe it's a coworker, a friend, or maybe, if we're being really honest, maybe we see it in the mirror sometimes. It's a quiet deal that millions of us make, trading our true potential for the simple predictability of just enough. But the cost of being in this trap? Oh, it's way bigger than just having a boring job. The real cost is what it does to your vision, to your ability to even see what's possible. It creates a condition that Les Brown knew all too well. Possibility blindness. What a phrase, right? It means you're so deep in your current situation, so focused on just getting through the day, that you literally can't see any other options. Opportunities could be screaming your name right in front of your face, but you're blind to them because you've accepted that this is it. He doesn't just say he was stuck or unmotivated. No, the word he uses is held hostage. I mean, just think about that imagery. It's being a prisoner trapped against your will. And you know what the scariest part is? In this situation, you are both the hostage and the one holding the keys to the cell. 14 years. Just let that number sink in. That's over a decade. That's more than 5,000 days. That is how long Les Brown felt trapped by this possibility blindness, held hostage by the comfort of doing just enough. It's a huge reminder of how much of our lives can just slip right through our fingers when we're not paying attention. But here's where the whole story flips. Because breaking out of that trap after 14 long years gave him this incredibly profound insight. And it wasn't just an insight about himself. It was an insight about every single person he would ever talk to. And that includes you.
Yeah, he looked back at all that lost time, at the whole struggle, and he boiled it all down to one single fundamental truth. A truth that he is convinced applies to every single one of us.
And that's it. That's the secret. That is the key that unlocks the cage. It's not something you have to go out and find. It's not something you have to earn. According to Les Brown, it is already inside you. Right now, this very second, you've got greatness within you. And really, that's the bottom line. Getting out of the trap of just enough is just the first step. The real adventure begins with what you do once you're free. So you see, the question isn't if you have greatness. The only question that truly matters is the one right here. What greatness are you ready to unlock?